through 28. This is the parent function right here. What do you need to do to this problem before you break your pencil? Get a better pencil. All right. So what are you going to pull out?
A negative half.
This, you guys, is your A value. Your A value has to be yanked out. When you yank A out of this, you also have to yank it out of this. What are you going to do? You're going to divide this. You're going to write 3. What is 3 over a half?
3 times 2 over
Which
1.
is?
6.
And it's going to be negative 6, right? You're pulling at, you're actually dividing, I didn't put the negative there so I didn't confuse you. But you need to understand that a negative times a negative is a positive. Are you with me on that? All right, now, remember we had A, B, C, D? It went like this. F of X equals, what was the first letter? Was a C. So that's the number out front right here. We don't do that first. We do this. This is the order you will do these. So, see how why did I write it like that? Because that's an indication that you're going to pull out that negative 1/2. Now, these two numbers, what did I say they affect? The what? The X value. What you have to do is you have to flip this number. Flip it. And what do you get? You asked me that. Why did I flip this one?
I don't know why you put that one.
This one is going to be a compression. No, I'm sorry.
Stretch.
It's a stretch, because when you flip it, it's a 2. This is a reflection over the y-axis, sorry. This is a reflection over the y-axis, and this is a horizontal stretch
By
2. You flip this, and you get a 2, so it's a horizontal stretch. If this were a 2, you'd flip it, and it would be a horizontal compression by 1/2.
So you always flip it?
You
or just
always
when it's
flip the A
negative?
value. Always flip the A value.
Okay.
So, you would basically multiply the X value by -2 if you were to graph it. Then this number right here is a shift. 6 units where? Left or right?
Right.
Right. You'd say 6 units right. So these two were your A value here. Then you do B. This is B. This is B. And then C would be this one right here. This is a reflection over the x-axis. And there is no D value, so you don't have to shift up or down. So A, B, and then C was reflect over x-axis. You get that one? Now for this one, 29, you don't have to pull, see that the A value right here is 1. So there's nothing you have to pull out. So there is no horizontal stretch or compression. You would move right on to 4 units right. Then you go to this thing. This is the reflection over the x-axis. This one you don't flip. It's a vertical stretch by 3, and D is 1 up. Any other ones you want me to do?
No, but thanks.
How about the graphing? Did anyone have trouble with the graphing of these on either worksheet?
Can you show us what they look like?
Which ones?
Can you just put them like up there so I can see if I did them right?
Well, you have to look, these are in the back of the book.
Okay.
These are in the back of the book. 37, look at the odd ones. I'm going to give you guys another day, and then I will show you all the answers, because I know some students didn't even do these yet. And time is, the clock is ticking. You want to get these done. How about any from this back, these back pages? worksheet, reform. We did.
Oh,
We did this one in class on Friday. And basically what you're gonna wanna do, here's 17, these are not in your book, I made these up. These are not in your book. What you'll wanna do is take the -1 out, right here. You wanna rewrite this equation, so you know what the A value is. Now, what would be, you want the parent function right here. How would you list, this is an absolute value function. Do you remember what, oh, wrong way. Do you remember what the parent function ordered pairs are? Do you remember these? This should be super easy to do. This is the parent function, right? So then what I would do to graph this new function, what would be the first thing you would do? Is see this -1? What did I say the two numbers inside affect? What number? This affects the x. You will multiply the x value by what?
-1.
So all of these you'd multiply by -1. So if you multiplied this by -1, what would you get? -1, -1, -1, and -1. What am I going to do to the y's? You're leaving them alone. So this right here, we did a reflection over the y-axis. Then what does this number do?
Should say
Shifts right.
4 units right. How do you move something 4 units right?
X value.
You're going to add 4 to the x values here. So what do we do next? If we added 4 to all of these x values, what would we get?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
You're going to keep these the same, right? Then you're going to come out here. What does this number do? It's a vertical stretch by 3. So now you're going to take what letter? What do these two numbers affect? The y. So you're going to take these and do what with them? The 2, 1, 0, 2.
Multiply by 3.
You're going to multiply all these by 3. So keep the 6, the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2 the same, and multiply these by 3. So you get 6, 3, 0, 3, 6. So far so good?
Yes.
And then what do you do with this number?
Shift it down.
This is down
3.
3. That means you take these and you're going to do this, subtract 3. Does this make sense now? Down 3. So you keep these the same, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to subtract 3, you get 3. Subtract 3, you get 0. Subtract 3, subtract 3. So now what do you have here?
Your final point.
Yes, these are the final x and y values of this graph. So here was the parent function. This is what we did. There's your parent function right there. By doing all of these, shifting it, flipping it over the y-axis, 4 units to the right, vertical stretch by 3 and 3 down, what will you get? You'll get, so in other words, each of these ordered pairs, see this point right here? -2, 2, that's this point right there. If you go 6 units to the right and 3 up, 3, 4, that's what happened to that point. That point went to there. Then 5, 0. Over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. And then 4, -3. And 3, 0, and 2, 3. And what shape should this be? It should still be the absolute value function, which is a V. Do you get this now?